it was now time to start the inlay process. To do this, I wanted to find the exact center of each one of these boards. With that center marked out, I could then take my panel over to the shaper workstation. With the panel over at the workstation, I could then flip the panel over and add some double-sided tape. And I'll leave a link to this tape in the description below, as this is the best double-sided tape that I've encountered for woodworking. Once the panel was secure, I could then begin the scanning process with the shaper origin, and that's where that center marking is going to come into play. It's this marking that's going to allow me to place my SVG file directly on the center of each panel. And to route out this material, I'm using an 1/8 inch spiral upcut bit, which requires a smaller collet. And you can see by using this smaller bit how little material is removed from each one of these pockets. So this was a fairly time-consuming process, but frankly you can't argue with the results. To do the lettering, however, I had to use an even smaller bit. In this case, I used an engraving bit. And cutting out a pocket for each one of these letters took a heck of a lot of time, but once again, you can't argue with the results. And with all of those engravings made and the panel removed from the workstation, we can finally get an idea of what this thing is going to look like.